Alright, we're now in Anchorage, Alaska, biking along the coastal trail. It's very cold. Said it was going to be around 60 degrees today, and it might actually be that temperature, but with the wind off the water it feels more like 40. So if the screen shakes a little, that's because I'm shivering. Tanya up there doing great. Really pretty. Across the straits, the Connect Strait, I think. I don't know much about the area. Try to give good commentary, but it's might be a little weak. These mud flats are pretty cool. They go out pretty far. 60-foot tide changes. I bet you can go out there and find a bunch of clams. the moose are like the elk.
There's dead salmon.
Oh yeah, floating downstream. Spawn complete. Alright. Pretty little spot. Oh, that's this doesn't go through. Oh, it's coming out of that lagoon there, which is probably filled with salmon. But it's all closed to fishing, so at least they're safe. Still moving along. Haven't really seen much yet. Just nice sights. This trail goes all the way around Anchorage, around the airport, which I'm sure we'll see a little bit of later. Just right along the coast. Water usually comes right up to here, but it's low tide right now, so we got all the mud flats. Tanya in her nice green helmet. Whoa!
Oh, I wasn't sure if you were back there.
Yeah.
Oh, I think
A lot of nice expensive houses along here, which is I'm sure nice for them. Just a little sad to see the wilderness being taken away, but still a lot of places like this. Beautiful day. We've been really looking out on the weather since the days that we need it to be sunny, it's been sunny. And the days that it really doesn't matter too much, it's been raining. So, lucky so far. Been a great trip. A little more. Yeah, we're going pretty slow. Airport. We finally got a little bit of fun. Air crossroads of the world, equidistant from London, Los Angeles, and Honolulu. Just south of the airport now, southern coastline part of Anchorage. I don't think I'm gonna walk down there though. But pretty heavy. Vegetation everywhere still, even though we're right next to a city of 350,000 people. So we got a lot of pretty spots. So going through the forest, apparently there's some moose in the park up ahead. Hopefully we'll get to see those. But just love all the greenery. Pretty easy bike ride, mostly flat. Cruising along. Yeah, I'm kind of out of things to narrate, so I'm just babbling. Hopefully we can see the mudflats. There's miles and miles long mudflats out beyond the trees there, but we haven't found a place to get through yet to take a look at them. Still on the coastal trail, but these mudflats are amazing. All of this is underwater at higher tides. Right now, because the tide's low, the two islands are actually connected. And there's miles and miles of these mudflats. Get off the bike without killing myself. Hopefully this comes through on the video. That's pretty cool. Wind farm on that island out there. No, not yet. We got, what, 2 more miles to the park?
I do not know.
That is really impressive. How extensive those are. All right. Got all that on video. I wasn't looking. Soccer stadium. Cell phone tower. It's supposed to be moose up here somewhere. People said they just saw them, but I haven't seen anything yet. A nice soccer field. It's all AstroTurf though. Probably the only thing that is actually usable with how wet it is here. It has a biathlon course. Went through a tunnel. You got all the little gates they can lower. One-handed. Come on. Hey. All right, use 2 hands. A little too steep for one hand. Biathlon course. Come down here, turn into your spot, and then continue on. It's a whole giant park here, a bunch of different fields for different kinds of sports. There's that soccer stadium, the biathlon field here. There's a few other look like a football field. Some other things. Nice big park area. More of the course. Still no moose though. We're gonna keep looking. Getting back down to the coastal trail. Got about 10 miles to go to get back to town. Pretty nice ride. Only a few spots that were steep. For the most part, pretty easy. Just got to watch out for pedestrians. And then slow riders. Tanya's somewhere back behind me. Somewhere back there. Hopefully she comes into the frame. Side trails. About a quarter of the way back. Stop to give the bodies a break. You can see the mud flats out there. That's all mud for miles and miles and miles. I think that's called Fire Island. Get a nice breeze off the water, cooling us down. Although I'm pretty sure the breeze was blowing in our faces on the way up, and now it's blowing in our faces again on the way back. Because, of course it is. Little islands out there that probably disappear as the tide comes back in. Tide's coming in, so these things are slowly disappearing, but it's pretty impressive. I don't have the energy to hike down to the beach. Well, down, yes. Back up, no. Just have to look at it from here. Weather's still staying good for us. Haven't seen a lot of wildlife yet, except us. I think Tanya's toast. We got a long way to go still.
Just leave me here. My butt hurts.
Louder! Six miles. 6 more miles to go. We're almost halfway there. I don't know if Tanner's is going to make it. Might have to tow her the final few miles. Airport runway is right at the top of that hill. There's a pretty much constant stream of these guys coming in non-stop. That's just this runway. They're all taking off on the other runway. Really busy airport. I was going to wrap up the filming, but I'm pretty sure that's a DC-3 coming in. Can't pass up a chance to film one of those. Sure looks like it. I think it's landing on the gravel strip next to the actual runway, or they might have curved in. Might have just been avoiding the wake turbulence from the 747 that was in front of it. Yeah, still one more out in the distance. Busy. Almost back to downtown. Docks area, of course, full planes. Cook Inlet. Getting there. Pretty high up on this bluff. Apparently the bad earthquake that they had back in the 60s, this bluff used to go much further out, and then the whole thing collapsed and pushed it back a few hundred feet from where it used to be. So they say it's still unstable, but very pretty. The streams that come out cut really deep valleys into the mud. You can always tell from where they are from pretty far away. Still no wildlife though. By the freeway, so there's a lot of freeway noise, but I think those are nice. The Potter Marsh wetlands, where we saw the minks earlier. And on the other side, bunch of various ducks out there, some Canadian geese. The mountains in the background are spectacular. I think that's down towards Homer where we're going later this week. And then it's not a bad subdivision to live in up there.